Shalom. Shalom. Good afternoon. Brother Moshe Ben Yahuda Israel coming in for another live stream this afternoon. As you see the title, you will be hated amongst your peers on this walk. Shalom, reigning woman. You will be hated. As you become and grow spiritually in this truth, the Most High, and you study His Word more often, you pray more and fast more, and you try to share the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High that He bless you with to your friends, families, all associates. They don't want to hear because they too entangled with the affairs of this world. And sometimes that could discourage us because this is not an easy walk. Sometimes we need to isolate ourselves to grow spiritually stronger with the Most High. Because as soon as the adversary sees you growing spiritually strong with the Most High, he will use these people to try to bring you down on their level, to bring you back on the low vibrational frequency. Because this world is running on a low vibrational frequency of Hashatan with all immediate distractions. The world want everything that the world seems and enjoy to do. It keeps them away from growing spiritually stronger with the Most High. Whether that's drugs, alcohol, sex, partying, chasing money, doing worldly things to please the flesh. It's robbing, it's killing you spiritually. It's killing your spirit. It's making you spiritually dead. And a lot of people are walking around spiritually dead. We all been there once upon a time in our lives before we came into this truth. Even of those who come into the knowledge still struggle with certain vices. But I say to you, brother or sister, fight. Fight. Don't let your peers' opinions of you weigh you down. To heck with they think. Because this is your walk. They should not have the right to criticize your walk with the Most High Yah, and following the Messiah Yeshua. Because you got, how they have the audacity to criticize your walk with Yah when they're not even walking with Yah. They walking with Hashatan because they following the ways of the world. Think about that. And they make you like you're the big, Salak, and they make you like you're the bad guy because you trying to do right. And you trying to lead them into righteousness. They want to point the finger at you like you're the bad guy. But I say to you, it's all part of prophecy because you shall be hated among all men. Matthew chapter 10, verse 22, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. That's the key. You got to endure to the end, fam. No matter how tough it is, you got to endure to the end. On this walk, you got to endure, no matter how long it takes. Whether you've been on this walk for 5 minutes, 5 years, or 50 years, you still got to endure to the end. Some people been on this walk for 2 decades and they just stop enduring and they fall to the wayside. They fall off. The great falling away. Don't do it, fam. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough the trials get, or if you're going through tribulation now, don't give up. And let's see what the Messiah says. Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. You shall say all manner and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. You're blessed. People trying to bear false witness against you for trying to live a righteous lifestyle, you're blessed. They say all kind of manner of evil things about you, making up all kind of false accusations about you, and you know you ain't doing those things that they trying to accuse you of. You're blessed. And they doing it because they're not doing it because of you, they doing it because of the Father's sake. That's why you're trying to follow the way of the Father and follow the example of the Messiah. People gonna talk about you. Your own family gonna talk about you. Your own natural family. Yeah, when you meet them, they may be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's good with you?" But soon as you leave them, oh, who she thinks she is? Walking with the Most High, dressing in a certain way, covering up, saying shalom and all that. Oh, who the hell he think he is? Saying shalom, changing his name to Ben Yahuda or Isaiah Ben Yasharal. When his name was Leroy, I named him Leroy. You know, that's how your own family gonna do. They gonna speak against you, but don't let it get to you because you gotta worry about your own soul, your own salvation. That's the main thing. And yeah, it's gonna hurt. You know, they're gonna say some hurtful things to you. I had some of my family members say hurtful things to me. You know, my soul still burns till this day. They say some hurtful things, but I gotta still press on and continue to move on in this walk. You know, you move forward because Yah heal all wounds through time. You know, it's part of this walk. You earn your stripes. You earn your stripes. This ain't an easy walk. I'm being real. I'm putting it out there. This is not an easy walk. And you gotta understand, when you walk in this walk, you're not of the world no more. You see, when you was in the world, they loved you because you did worldly things. Watch. As it says in John chapter 15, verse 19. If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So you see, when the Most High calls his servants, whether no matter who you are, whether the Most High calls you to serve him and follow the Messiah, he's taking you out the world. And therefore the world gonna hate you because you've shown that light, that righteous light of the Most High Yah. And you're trying to walk in these laws, statutes, commandments. You're trying to obey Yah. You're trying to follow the Messiah. You're trying to be that beacon of light to show the world example of righteousness. And the world hates that, especially in this day and age. It seems to be so uncool to be righteous. You know, it's so uncool. You got a lot of young men, they don't want to be righteous. They be like, oh, I ain't being righteous. You know, I ain't gonna get my game up in the by being righteous. And it's worse for the women because because women they like to follow trends, They naturally followers. Women are naturally followers. They need the most high too, because the scriptures say they are the weaker vessel. And Hashatan knows this because Eve was the first one tempted in the garden when Hashatan came on the scene in the garden. He tempted Eve first, not Adam. Because if he would have went to Adam first, Adam would have tried to use logic and would have told him to back off, back off. But yeah, when you get out of the world, say like if you before you came into this walk, you was in the world, you probably smoke weed, hang out with your homeboys, go to clubs, you know, chase random strags and dots. But soon as you come into this knowledge, you start studying the scriptures, you start praying, you start fasting, you start, changing the way you act, and your worldly friends gonna see that change in you. They're gonna be like, huh? You ain't coming to the party, man. What's up, man? What's going on? What you mean you gotta? What you mean you keeping the Shabbat? What you mean you ain't coming out on Saturday night till the sun go down? You know, they gonna look at you funny. They gonna start talking about you. They gonna start probably calling your names and all that. But you gotta let that bounce off, because that's you gotta let it bounce off because that's the enemy just using them, trying to get you to feel discouraged in this walk. Straight up, you gotta bounce back from that. So don't get discouraged, fam. Don't get discouraged. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Now, what it means by the word, I ain't talking about the beautiful planet that the Most High created, Earth. He ain't talking about that. He's talking about the world of sin, like things that goes on in this society, things that this society promotes, that they use these puppets known as celebrities and entertainers. They are puppets by Satan. Their job is to create these illusions and have the masses of people to follow and chase these worldly illusions because the flesh is never satisfied. So as it says in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And sadly, a lot of our people don't have the love of the Father in them. You see all this black on black crime, the whoredom of our women, they smutting our women out, these brothers smutting the women out, these mothers teaching their daughters to be strags and harlots, use their bodies to manipulate men, teaching them witchcraft and all that abomination. The American chasing the American dream, exactly, Stone and Native, chasing the American dream, they got the love of the world in them. They don't have the love of the Father in them, you know. They don't have the love of the Father in them. Shalom, Raphael Yahoo. Shalom, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, they don't have the love of the Father in them, man. Because if our people, it's sad, when you can't look another black man in the eye without him getting combative with you, because he think he always in a combative stage when it comes to his own people. But when he see Mr. Charlie or another nation, he be quick to greet him. But when he see another so-called black man, he either wondering, he tense up, like he get in a state of tense. It's like he get combative, or if you're not from his neighborhood, he say, oh, I don't know you, man, I'm gonna ignore you. Shalom, woman of the past. Shalom, sister. Shalom. Yeah, Hashitana use even your own wife and children against you. Yeah, he'll use anybody he can to try to deter you on this walk. Oh, it's went good. Yeah, I'm preparing for the Feast of Trumpets later on at sundown. Got my lamb marinating in the ice box. Create me a big feast, but that's not it's more than to eating the food. The main thing about the Feast of Trumpets is blowing a shofar horn, you know, and we blow the horn as a reminder of Yahshua's coming, second coming. Yeah, the Feast of Trumpets. Some of us gonna observe it tonight at sundown on the 29th. Some Israelites gonna observe it maybe on the 30th tomorrow. And like I said, if you observe it on a different date, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not gonna hold it against you. But yeah, back to the man message. You will be hated. You know, when you try to start walking in righteousness, it doesn't matter if you're an Israelite or Gentile, because Gentiles get hated too. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a Caucasian Gentile or a Gentile from another nation. You trying to follow Yah's truth and follow the Messiah of the scriptures, you will be hated by your own. It doesn't matter who you are. Oh, okay. We working on a deck, and hopefully you get some time off. But yeah, you will be hated. You know, you will be hated. So don't get discouraged. Let me read that again. First John chapter 2, verse 15, it says, love not the world, neither the things are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh. There you have the lust of the flesh. That's what this society promotes. This Western society promotes the lust of the flesh. Ain't nothing new under the sun, because that's how the ancient Roman society was. The ancient Roman society was all about the lust of the flesh. That's why the Most High had to destroy all these wicked empires that came before America. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And that's what this society promotes, the lust of the flesh. You know, you got there's many thirst traps on social media. You know, you got women dressing very revealing their cleavage and curves. Back back in the back in ancient times, women was more reserved. You know, the only person that knew what a woman was working with was her husband, and rightfully so. But these days, this satanic system, and you gotta realize it all goes down to Satan. He's in control of all this wicked stuff. You know, the feminist movement, the slut walking, all that. You know, he promotes the lust of the flesh because he want to bring many souls down with him to the lake of fire. So, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. You know, the pride of life. You got a lot of people, they ain't following the Father. They say, I'm living my best life. You know, that's a wicked saying, living my best life. You ain't living your best life if you don't know the Most High and Yahshua. You know, all you do is sinning. You know, you're partying all the time. You know, you ain't living your best life. You're rotten in the inside. You know, you're rotten. You know, you're rotten in the inside. And that's is not of the Father, but is of the world. Verse 17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yah abideth forever. That's right, hallelujah. If you do the will of the Most High, you do the will of God, you know, you're going to abide forever. What that mean? You're going to inherit the kingdom. You're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Hallelujah. So you see, as I read in verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And that's what this society promotes. They use Hollywood, they use the mainstream media, music, television, movies. They use all these kind of outlets to promote the lust of the flesh. You can't serve two masters. That's true. Shalom, Master Moshe. Shalom. Woo! Ric Flair voice. Facts. Facts, Stone and Alanita. Facts. That is true, brother. It's an abomination. Luke chapter 16, verse 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yah and Mammon. And you see a lot of these so-called mainstream pastors and world leaders, they not serving the God of the Bible. They serving the God of money, Mammon. They serving Mammon. They serving their own desires. Real talk, you know. And you got they followers worshiping these so-called false prophets and false leaders, leading them to the hellfire. You know, TJ Snakes, Cash Flow Dollar, or Creflo Dollar, Joe Osteen, and a lot of them are leading their followers to the hellfire. You know, they leading their followers to the hellfire. How you feeling, Doc? Feeling good? Feeling a little okay? You know, I'm like I say, I got our stuff prepared for the Feast of Trumpets, which gonna start like on a sundown. You know, today at sundown. You know, you already seen my shofar. I already blew the shofar. Like I say, it's a challenge to blow a ram's horn. It's a challenge, but I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, you got a lot of false prophets in the Israelite community too. Exactly, Stone and Alameda. And just in the Christian community, it's in the Israelite community too. You got a lot of false prophets. You got a lot of these false prophets. You know, they say they following the book, they living out the word, but they living a double lifestyle. They living a double lifestyle. Just like that's why a lot of these, you know, if you have a congregation, whether it's in a Christian church or Israelite church community, that don't talk about sexual impurity or teach against that, they probably indulging in sexual impurity or sexual immoral activity. You know, it's a damn shame. You know, it's a damn shame. You know, these churches don't teach women to preserve their honor, to keep their honor till they meet till they meet the right husband, till they meet a husband. You know, the scriptures don't teach boyfriends and girlfriends. That's why a lot of relationship and marriages fail because too many men and women they giving each other husband and wife privileges. You know, and it's that what society is to blame that because like 50 years ago you couldn't just take any woman's virginity. You had to marry her, or else you'll have a shotgun where the father will come hunt you down and say, you knock my daughter up, you gonna marry my daughter, or I'm gonna put a bullet in your head. That's how it was back in the day. That's how it was back in the day. Repent or perish. That's right. That's right. You know, a woman's virginity was her honor, but like as we living into the world today, what's good is evil, and what's evil is good, as it says in Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Let me get that right quick. Let me post that scripture. That's a very powerful scripture, that Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah 5:20. Because this is what's going on in today's society. This sums up the whole society. Isaiah prophesies about this over 3,000 years ago, and it's coming to fruition. This sums up modern society, what they promoting right now. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that pit darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, That's what's going on today. What the Most High sees abominable, this society sees as all right. It's okay to indulge in that. You know what the Most High hates, this society loves. You know, and whatever the Most High loves, the society hates. True. That's right. Society built off of wickedness is ready to fall. Oh, yes, it is. It's falling, of course. It's falling. You know, all the stuff this society promoting, you know, it's inevitable to happen. It's inevitable to happen. And when it falls, it's gonna fall hard. And people ain't gonna see it coming. But those who are walking righteous, they gonna see it. But the majority of the people, they ain't gonna see it coming. They're not gonna see it coming. And we got a lot of this going on too. A lot of people like to justify the wicked. Hold on, let me post it. Which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteous of the righteous from him. You know, they like to use that quote Tupac. Only God can judge me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Most High will judge you. God will judge you. You should be afraid. You should be afraid. You know, because you know a lot of people like to quote Tupac. Only God can judge me. Even get tattoos of that. That don't mean nothing. You could have that tattooed on your back in big boldface letters. You know, you can have a lot of people getting their behinds tossed into the lake of fire with them tattoos on that. You know, with Tupac. They're gonna even try to use Tupac on the day of judgment. Well, Tupac said only you can judge me. You know, Tupac gonna be fearing for his own soul on the day of judgment. You know, so sorry, any Tupac fans out there, y'all get butthurt about it. Oh well, I don't care. Tupac ain't no Yeshua. Tupac then rose on the third day like Yeshua did. He was a man like us. You know, he was a sinner. You know, y'all have mercy on his soul. That's all I gotta say. That goes for all these puppets, these so-called celebrities. You know, they all puppets. They all puppets. They all puppets. You know, and you try to tell that truth to some of their fans and people that support them. They're gonna want to try to fight you, trying to defend these puppets that's leading them to the hellfire. They trying to defend puppets that's leading them to the hellfire. Gee, these celebrities wish they could get their soul back. All of them wish they could get their soul back, and wish they could. Some of these celebrities, most I'm gonna say most of these celebrities and entertainers wish they could have a normal life like us. You know, yeah, some of us maybe have an ordinary life. You know, we go to work. You know, we live our ordinary life. But the majority of these famous people, they wish they could have our life. If they had the opportunity to trade places with us, they'll trade places with us. But I'll tell them, no, I ain't trading places with you. Stay where you at. You made your bed, you're gonna lay in it. Real talk. If they say, oh man, I want to trade places with you, Moshe, you could have all my fame, you could have all my status in Hollywood. I'd be like, get the hell away from me. I don't want your place. You made the decision, deal with it. That's between you, you know, you put your soul on the line for fame and riches. Now, stay away. Real talk. Real talk. Oh yeah, a lot of them wish they could trade places with us. You know, because if they knew the truth of what they had to do and what they had to do to get to that fame, they won't take that. They won't do them rituals. They won't do them rituals. They'll live a normal life like us. All that money, but still trapped. Facts. That's the truth. They still trapped. They got all that money, brother, and they still trapped. They can't even take all that money out the bank account because the handlers control their money. The handlers probably control and tell them how much money they could spend. All these even the so-called, you know, so-called black billionaires, man, they probably being watched by the elites. They being watched by the elites. They probably controlled by the elites. Yes, today Hebrew day, or you mean a high holy day? Yeah, today is the Feast of Trumpets, Ark Master. Today is the Feast of Trumpets. It's gonna start at sundown, you know. It's gonna start on sundown. Like how the Shabbat start from sundown to sundown. Today is a high holy day. Mhm. We got that coming up, and then after that is the Day of Atonement in October and the Feast of Tabernacles. And then in December we got the Feast of Dedication. That's about the Maccabee rebellion when they fought off the Greeks. When the Maccabee, when Judas Maccabee formed up an army to rebel against the Greek invasion. That's history they don't teach about in these mainstream public schools. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, I got my lamb marinating. I'm gonna cook me some rice and rice with some macaroni and some bread, some rolls. That's gonna be my meal that's gonna be my my dinner for the evening. Y'all willing. All praises to the Most High. But like I said, you know, uh, like I said, I might live stream it. I might live stream later on. But I'm thinking about just go start cooking right now, and that way I have my food done. Probably gonna start cooking about around 3 or 4. That way I have my food done. But yeah, like I said, my people, they probably gonna be watching that game though between the Saints and the Cowboys. If they could have that. I don't watch them football. I don't watch that crap. I don't get it. Why y'all? You got grown men talking trash to each other and threatening to fight each other. Over a football team they don't even play for. These players don't know they exist. Even they puppets. Even these athletes are puppets. Yo, sound good. I'm hungry. Yeah, like I said, I got nothing against people watching sports. I'm not gonna condemn you. Because we all watch something we like. As long as you don't idol, as long as you don't make it your idol. Like some people, man, some people go crazy over them teams. They don't want to fight you. If you clown their team, they actually want to try to do bodily harm to you. Okay, we supposed to cook a good meal. If you want, optional, but that's not the real main thing about the Feast of Trumpets. The Feast of Trumpets is about celebrating the Most High and Yeshua by blowing the ram's horn, blowing the shofar, as a reminder to Israel that the second coming of Yeshua. The ram's horn is very part of the Israelite culture. The shofar. If you read about when they blew the ram's horn and the shofars to blow down the walls of Jericho. Exactly, acting like gang members. That's what they basically acting like. Stone and Island, if you're correct. That's basically what they acting like, gang members. The only difference is they got color. They got colors, but the only difference is with a football. If you don't have land, what you could do, if you don't have to necessarily cook lamb. You could cook your some boneless chicken. You could cook your nice meal, as long as it's something edible, as long as it's following the Levitical law, as long as you ain't cooking no swine, shellfish, anything that's abominable to the Leviticus chapter 11 law. You could grill your steak with some potatoes, and that's your meal for the Feast of Trumpets. You don't have to eat lamb, you know. You could even do your any type of food that we could eat. You could even do fish probably. You could grill some salmon or other clean fish. I just decided to get some lamb because it's been a while since I ate lamb. Yep, as long as it's not pork. Mhm. Did you ever went to one of the Hebrew camps? No, not in person. I never went to one of the camps in person. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, a holy convocation. That's explaining the Feast of Trumpets right there. And Leviticus, see, if you read the whole Leviticus 23, that explains all the Most High holy days. That explains all the holy days we're supposed to be observing. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm sure we got camps in Louisiana and congregations all over Louisiana. You're welcome, woman of the past. You're welcome, sister. Leviticus 23, it explains all the high holy days we observe in the book of Leviticus 23. Just putting that out there. And you see, when we use the trumpet to go to war too, Numbers chapter 10, verse 9 and 10. Numbers chapter 10, verse 9 through 10. And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then you shall blow a alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before Yahuwah, your Elohim, and you shall be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of your gladness and of your solemn days, and in the beginning of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your Elohim. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. So you see, that was part of our culture, the ram's horn, the trumpet. We blew the trumpets like each time, a new day begin or a day end, we blew the horn. Or when we go out to war, we blow the horn. It's part of our culture, the ram's horn or the trumpet or shofar, however you want to acknowledge it as. That was part of our culture. We use the trumpets as an instrument too. As it says in First Chronicles, it's dealing with the Ark of the Covenant. First Chronicles chapter 15, verse 28. That's when they presented the Ark of the Covenant to the Most High. Let me post that. Oh man, I figured it wouldn't do. That's okay though. I'm gonna read it on the other page. That's why I hate about the YouTube thing. It's only 200 letters, I think. 200 word limit. Let's see. First Chronicles 15:28. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Most High, with shouting and with sound of the cornet and with trumpets and with cymbals, making a noise with psalteries and harps. So they were celebrating. They was partying when they got the ark of the covenant back. They was partying. That's when King David became king, and he was dancing in front of the ark of the covenant. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it in context. First Chronicles chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 25. So Dawid, or David, and the elders or Sakaim of Israel, and the captains over thousands, went to brought up the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah out of the house of Obed-Edom. I mean Obed-Edom, Obed-Edom with joy. And it came to pass when Yah helped the Levites that bare the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, that they offered 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And David was clothed with a robe of fine linen, and all the Levites that bare the ark, and the singers, and Shaniah, the master of the song, with the singers, and David also had upon him a ephod of linen. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Most High with shouting and with the sound of cornet and with trumpets and with cymbals and making a noise with psalteries and harps. And it came to pass as the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah came to the city of David, that Michal, the daughter of King Saul, looking out at a window, saw King David dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. Yeah, she started hating on King David, and King David ended up locking her in a tower for the rest of her life. You don't insult the king. King David fixed her. That was King Saul's daughter. I think that was the first wife King David married, King Saul's daughter. And she started hating on him, and I guess making bad remarks at him, and she locked him up, and she locked her up in the tower. I mean, Salakia, man, forgive me, man. My words coming out all wrong and stuff, but it's all good though. But yeah, I just wanted to show some examples about the shofar in the scriptures. As it says in Psalms 98, verse 6, with trumpets and sound of cornet make a joyful noise before the Most High, the King. Yeah, I see y'all posting your shofars, your horns. That's right. That's right. Okay, nice. I do appreciate you putting a lot of helpful information for sure. It's hard to get everything. You're welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate it, And anything I could do, and to the best of my ability, with the power of the Most High, I will share. All praise to the Most High, yeah. All glory to the Most High. Hallelujah. You know, I'm not doing this for my glory. I'm doing this for the Most High's glory. Straight up. Any way I can help my brothers and sisters, in this truth, that's what the scripture's there for. Yeah, that's what's going on, the Feast of the Trumpets, at sundown. Like some of them probably gonna observe it tomorrow. Some Israelites probably observed it yesterday, but like I said, I don't hold it against them. No, I don't hold it against them. But you know, and like if you be hated by your peers, don't get discouraged because they walking in darkness. They being led to the hellfire if they don't repent. And like I said, this walk will be lonely sometime, but it's not grievous. Sometimes we allow the enemy to let us think it's grievous, but it's not grievous. That's only the enemy toying with us, not grievous. So like I say, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, chopping it up in the chat room. Brother Moshe Ben Yahuda Israel about to sign off in this stream. Wishing y'all a blessed day. May Yahuwah keep y'all blessed and sanctified. And keep y'all grounded in faith. If it's y'all's will, I'll come on later. I'll probably come up later, or I might upload a few videos, about certain topics. But it all depends, you know. It all depends. Goodbye and shalom, y'all. Shalom and blessings to you, Raphael Yahoo. Shalom and blessings, woman of the past. Shalom and blessings, Master Moshe. And shalom and blessings to you, Chicago Honker. I don't care how many times you change your name, bro. I'm gonna refer you to the Chicago Honker. It just stuck with me. It just stuck with me. Stone Island native. Whatever name you decide to go by in the future, that's the mystery. What he will go by in the next month. But all right, man. Y'all have a blessed evening. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday day. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my dinner. Probably might cook in the next hour or two. But like I say, if it's the will of the Father, y'all will not come up later. I'll probably live stream later. Keep throwing pies, fam. Peace. Yeah, throw the pie. Yeah, throw them pies in the face of the wicked and tell them to repent. All right, man. Shalom and peace.